adventure in Finland on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipe Man here on the Adventures Pipe Man W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
I'm Vero from Heavenqueen.
Ooh, I'm very excited. You're here with me at Wacken.
Of course, and I'm having such a blast, and it's my honor and pleasure to talk to you.
Well, my pleasure as well. And, I don't know if anybody told you, but we were doing audio. I don't know why you got all dressed up and beautiful for the interview, but I like it.
Thank you so much, darling. It's especially for you, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, what's your feelings being here on the holy ground?
Well, this is my 13th time here.
Whoa.
So, for me, it's like coming home.
I see that, because it's like that for me at other festivals. This one, I'm a virgin.
Oh my God.
Yes, you took my virginity here at Wacken.
Wow, I'm very honored. And that with our clothes on.
Exactly. Wow. Sometimes it's better that way, right?
I think so, yeah. It's more intimate.
More mystery.
Yes.
And think about it. It is what happens. When you have clothes on, there's a lot more intimacy, and then you do whatever, and then you're done. Yeah. I like the build-up.
Long foreplay.
Exactly. Yeah. And
why
I feel the same about music.
Yeah.
Well, because I feel the same way about music.
Yes.
Music, I think, I don't know, with the algorithms nowadays and people's attention span, they're kind of eliminating that parts of music. And I like that, like the build-up. Some of my favorite songs ever had a build-up to it.
And this is how it was all the time, but now with a short attention span, you have to make an impression in 20 seconds or they skip you.
And that might be too long, 20 seconds or so.
But the best songs, Bohemian Rhapsody, Hotel California, all those old school really rock and metal ballads especially, they are over 8 minutes and you cannot pull that off anymore.
No, and I'll even go a step further. Some of the most brutal metal songs started with this intro that if you only gave it 20 seconds, you would have skipped the track and missed one of the best songs ever.
And you have no idea which genre it actually is, because some of the death or thrash metal music out there, they start with some nice classical vibe and then they just come in hard.
Yep.
If you don't know that, you skip the song because you think it's a different genre you listen to.
And a perfect example is a German band, except Fast as a Shark. If you only listen to the very beginning of that, beginning, it does this old school German thing where it's a hi dee, hi do, hi da, hi, and then it does that for a while.
Yeah, you want sauerkraut with that.
Yeah, not me, but you would. It's funny, I was just talking to Lucas from Napalm Records out there, and I hate sauerkraut, and so does he.
Okay, then just bratwurst.
I don't like that either. I'd make a terrible German.
Yes, you would.
Right?
Yeah, luckily I'm Dutch.
See, and I love the Netherlands.
You like our cheese? Or the beer?
I like the women. I like the scenery. I like the coffee houses.
Of course.
But with things the way they are around the world now, it's not even such a big deal. I remember I was 30 years old. I went to Amsterdam for the first time, and I was like, whoa.
Let me guess which district you went. It has something to do with lights and reds.
I did that one too, but I was married. So I was with my wife just checking it out. And then at one point, I didn't know what it meant till a little after we were walking down the blue light district. You know that part, right?
Yes, that's better.
Of course you do. And well, I didn't mean it that way.
Actually,
I meant because you're
you
Dutch.
also have the Cave. It's a metal bar just outside that district. And I took the guys from Sabaton there when they played in the Melkweg. And yeah, I am also a band host. I do merchandise. I'm on tours with bands. I actually do interviews for their broadcastings and.
Oh, so you could interview me during this interview.
We do this together.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
You already told me about your wife.
Well, not anymore. She divorced from her for many years, but yes. Well, I will tell you a funny story about that, though. So, we get there, like I used to be in the investment business. It was before the internet, so I couldn't do any, long trips, only weekend trips. So we did a weekend trip to Amsterdam, get off the plane off a red eye in the morning, and she's tired, so she wants to go to the hotel. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I just arrived in Amsterdam. The hotel is not the first place I'm going, and we only have the weekend. We're going straight to, and at that time, the Grasshopper was...
It's still there.
Well, it's still there, but it's more of a restaurant, but then it was the cool place. Like, downstairs was the coffee house, upstairs was alcohol, because I thought it was funny that... It was like illegal to have alcohol and the other stuff on the same floor.
But that has a reason, because when I'm with bands as well, I tell them, make your choice, or you smoke the weed, or you do the alcohol, because if you mix it and you're not used to it, you get really, really sick and end up in the hospital.
Well, that's true.
So that's why they separate it. If you smoke that, you just don't get another drink, or only the soft drinks. It is for mental and physical health.
Right. And you know what, too, is it hits a little different there. All of my old high school stoner friends in America that could handle anything, all of them like face planked in Amsterdam.
Of course, because we had good stuff.
Exactly. And I was there during the Cannabis Cup. So I got to tell you what happened. The server comes up with the menu, and so I just asked him, I'm like, give me something mellow. I wanted to start off mellow.
So you started with the White Widow?
No, actually, he gave me some Jamaican. I don't even remember what it was.
Okay.
But then, after I did that, I'm like, oh, okay. And so, just to give you a little context, my wife didn't smoke. She knew I did, but she could never tell when I did, because I did it more like, somebody drinks a glass of wine. It just slowed me down to a normal person.
You?
Yeah.
A normal person?
Yeah.
Don't become normal. That's boring.
I'm never normal.
Okay, good.
But at least I was relaxed, and you couldn't tell if I smoked or not. So then I say to the server, okay, now give me the best shit you got.
Oh, God.
And it was called White Weirdo.
White Widow.
No, there was a weirdo
There's
one.
a weirdo version, okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, that would fit you.
And then they had a bong that was like this high. I'm like, I want that bong. And I took one hit out of that bong of that White Weirdo. And then we went to a Chinese restaurant to eat. And I looked at the menu, and I looked at my wife. I'm like, I can't do this. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I can't do this. I am so high. Please, God, let me come down. And she was so shocked. Like, 'cause she never saw me like that. Now, I'm also somebody that I didn't drink. So I just don't like it. Once in a while now I will, but I don't really like it. So the last day we're there, I convinced her to smoke. We made a deal. I said, I'll drink a beer if you smoke. So she's like, okay, give me the mellow stuff you got. So I gave that to her first.
You gave her the weirdo?
Not yet. I gave that to her first, and then she hit and she said, oh, that's not bad. I'll take some more. That's when I packed the weirdo.
You're bad.
She laughed for 4 hours straight without taking a breath.
And no munchies? She didn't need to eat?
I don't even remember that part. I just remember it was so funny that she was just laughing and laughing and laughing. And, of course, I never got to see her stoned, so that was my entertainment. So that was my first experience in Amsterdam.
Okay.
But now I love the Netherlands. I don't just love Amsterdam. I love Den Haag. what amazing food in Den Haag.
But I'm sorry, I'm from Eindhoven.
Yeah, so like, I've been to Eindhoven, but I've never really dove in. Like, I'm the type that when I go to other countries, I go with the locals. You know, I don't go with the tourists. I want to see what it's really like.
But you know, before Wacken, before Hellfest, for everything, you had Dynamo Open Air.
Yeah, exactly.
I lived 5 minutes from there, so as a child I was hanging out my window and I hear Metallica play.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome. That's one I haven't done yet, because your country is different when it comes to festivals. They don't really like outsiders at the festivals. Like,
who tells you this?
Well, here's what. Eindhoven Metal Meeting. I had the publicist for that said, "Oh, I'm going to bring you next year," and then she told me she couldn't because basically they're more like about their community there.
No, it's about the people they know, but the community is still from all over the world.
Okay.
Because I know the organization, and because it's in a relatively smaller venue. It's not small, a couple of thousand people, but the backstage it is really for the artists, and there is just a separate part also for the media.
Yeah.
You cannot have whole world out. It's not like Wacken. Here you can have like 500 people doing the press. We might have 20, and you have to be particularly selective who's doing the shit about those bands.
Which I'm okay
personal.
with that, because that's why I like doing the European and UK festivals, because they really vet the media. In the States, not always, usually. Usually it's like, you get people in the media that shouldn't be in media. They're there to fanboy or fangirl out.
Yeah, true.
And I'm a pro. I don't want to deal with that, because then the bands don't want to come back to press when you have that going on. So I have the respect for that over here. And I did apply, I think it was last year, to Dynamo, and I got turned down. But then I was talking to Christian from Season of Mist, and he said, "Oh, I'll get you in next year."
Okay, so you're gonna be there.
I didn't talk. I tried talking to him. I haven't talked to him about it really for this year. I don't know why.
You should. It would be lovely to see you there also.
Oh, and if it's not this year, it'll be next year. I'll figure it out.
It's like 10 minutes from my house.
There's no guarantee either. So if you have connections too, I'll take all the connections I could get.
Well, I can offer space because I have a guest room for bands with 8 people I can host. So if you ever come to Eindhoven, you can crash in one of the guest rooms.
So if my country really goes to shit, I can come live with you. I'm just kidding.
You can be in one of the bunk beds, yes.
But seriously though, that is one on my list, Dynamo, and I do I've driven all over your country, and I've taken trains all over your country, and I just like the whole country. I'm a surfer, so that's one of the reasons I like Den Haag, because there's water out there. Now I haven't surfed there because I go during the winter like an idiot. The last time, a couple years ago, I decided to make a change after that, because I always, for some reason, as an idiot, go during the winter. And last time I was there for like 2.5 months, and I had 3 hours of sunlight the whole time.
Yeah, we can have dark winters.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm stupid. I'm not doing this again. I got to do it during the summer, not during the winter.
Yeah, but now it's going to be so hot. It's like sometimes over 40 degrees.
Oh, that doesn't bother me because
You're a surfer.
I'm in South Florida, so.
Yeah.
And I have been there in the summer. A few years ago when I was there in the summer, my Airbnb host said it was the warmest it's ever been in her whole life.
You know what struck me is I was on the 70K this year. First time I go to America, we go to the Bahamas. You think, what happened? It snowed.
Holy shit.
In February. I was packed. I was packed.
Never happens.
No, only the time that I am there.
So it's your fault then.
Of course, I'm the ice queen.
Right?
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the first time I drove into Rotterdam, I was like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful city in the world, because it's the city that's reconstructed, but it's so cool with the lights and everything.
Yeah.
But I do like the old school architecture in Europe, so even though I liked that in that respect, it was just the drive in that I liked, But having modern, I could do that in the United States. I come over here, I like...
But then you have to go to the old towns.
Exactly.
The old architects.
Exactly, that's
I actually
what I'm saying.
live in a house from 1890.
Wow.
I live in a historical building. It's beautiful.
I love that. And then I brought, a couple years ago, I brought two of my daughters, for part of the time, for New Year's. Because I absolutely, of all the places I've been so far, I love Amsterdam New Year's better than anywhere in the world so far. And I'm from New York. It's way better than Times Square. Times Square actually sucks.
So if you ever come back to the Netherlands, one of the cities I would advise you to go is Sertogenbosch. It has the old church, it has the old canals, and it's more mellow than Amsterdam or Rotterdam. It's because it's in the south. The people are not there. But
Right. Well, you'll have to take me around. See, that's why I like the locals. They can
you're
take me to
welcome.
the real places. Just like if you came to Florida or you even went to New York, I would take you to... Most people don't see the real places.
Actually,
in New
I
York.
was, after the 70K, we went to Florida to see the guys from Crimson Glory, Lee Harrison from Monstrosity, the old tour manager from Morbid Angel. He's now also near Tampa. He works there. So this time I went to see my friends I know from music. And yeah, tomorrow they play here, Crimson Glory with Dan and stuff. And it was the first time that I got to the other sides.
Nice.
And because I've been working with bands and singing for 13 years now. No. In metal I sing for 30 years. I did a lot before that. But it was so cool that for this time they actually showed up for me. Instead of that I was arranging things for them. And,
Nice.
And then you see how cool the community is. And especially for Punchy, the old tour manager of Morbid Angel, said all the time I've been touring, people only text me for guest list. But for you I could always count on. But now that I'm here with my family, I stopped touring. Nobody gives a damn about me anymore, and he was so surprised that I called him hey dude, I'm in Florida, I'm gonna be in Tampa area, do you want to hang out? And he was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Yeah, but this is friendship. It's
That's
not
the way
only
it
taking.
should be. That's the way it should be. And I'm going to tell you right now, I live on an island, a small barrier island, where it's got the best reef in the world, second best to the Great Barrier Reef. Mm-hmm. And I have a 360-degree view of water. So you're welcome to come visit anytime.
I would be.
And I'll take you all over where nobody would take you.
Okay, I have to make a short stop because your next person you're going to interview is outside. So I'm going to instruct my manager to get him for you for later. Hans, okay, let's continue.
Continue. No problem. That was our commercial break.
Yes. I'm just arranging your calendar right now.
I know. See, you're so good. But so what I was saying about my doors is, so I brought them, and it was winter. I not only did I bring them to everywhere else, but I said, right now I'm drawing a blank because I've had no sleep in 3 days, but the place that has the apple pie that people come from around the world, I forget the name right this second, but I brought them there, and they had a long line, and it's very different. We call America apple pie's our thing. I don't like apple pie in America. The one at that place in Amsterdam, it's off the beaten path, but it's known around the world. People
Did it have space in
What?
it? Did it have marijuana in it?
Did it have what in it?
Marijuana?
No. It was just
It was real
a restaurant, but it's known for its apple pie. It's cakey, which we don't have in the States. Ours is like soupy. It's got
it's just mush.
Yeah.
It's like you're eating a mosh pit.
Yeah, and that's perfect. Yes. And I like mosh pits, but I don't like mosh pits in my apple pie.
Not in your stomach.
No. So I even love it there. I'll probably remember as soon as the interview's over. And then there's one place, the like smallest either bar or restaurant. I think it's restaurant in the world. It's like you go up these stairs, and I think it's just 2 tables.
Yeah.
So stuff like that's cool to me. You know, not the touristy bullshit. You know, and when I went there and living, I didn't live in Amsterdam. Well, one time I did on a houseboat, but one time I lived in Amsterdam, you know, because I wanted to be out in the residential area, not the tourist area. Why is it, though, that people like you come from the Netherlands and you're such amazing artists?
Because the Netherlands has always been about music, and the metal, like The Gathering, with Temptation, if it comes to symphonic metal, what I make also, it started in the Netherlands, Epica also. So we have like a history of great music. We have good water, because our water is some of the cleanest in the world, at least in the south of the Netherlands, and there is this passion. As I said, the first big metal festival was in the Netherlands.
Nice.
And maybe because we are open-minded.
There you go. That could be a really good reason. Could also be the winters.
And we also don't skip on heavy subjects. Because, for example, on my album, I talk about the death of my children. I talk about going through being in a hospital, being alone for months and months because people start to forget you. My own, as a child, I've been abused, sexual and mentally and physical.
Sorry
I sing
about
oh no, I now turned it into music, and I help other people
therapy.
going through it.
Best therapy ever.
Actually, this is what music did to me, and this is what I'm giving back now.
I love that because it is the best therapy ever for you, the artist, but also me, the listener.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of metal, too.
Well, you can find it in any genre, but
Yes.
in our genre, in metal, it's more people don't just start listening to metal. They have a story already. They're most of the time highly intelligent, because if you go see prog metal, it's like high science in music. Right. So you don't just go there to listen, nice, because it's too complicated for just to be nice.
Right, exactly. And I love that you deal with heavy subjects, because I think that's what people need. That's the point of music is, you know, there's something for everybody, for whatever they're going through, and especially now more than ever, with all the craziness in the world, I think we need music more than ever, especially your type of music.
Thank you. Did you listen to my music already?
Of course I fucking did.
So what kind of song did you like best?
Do I remember the song? I don't remember the song. I don't even remember some of the songs of my favorite bands, but I like the fact that you're a true artist, and I like that you are diverse. You know, it's like a lot of metal nowadays is kind of like formulas.
Yeah.
You know, they just plug in the formulas, and it's, to me, boring. Like, I like the diversity. I like when songs, not only songs, but the songs itself have, it's like telling a story, you know, and going through the emotions of that story.
Yeah.
And then on an album, I don't want to hear the same song every song.
Yeah, I like crossover in genre. So as you had listened to, I have a waltz, I have a tango, I have ballads, I have power metal. For me, it's like, what does the song need? The message that I want to bring, what is the emotion behind it, and how does it make your heart pump?
Yes.
And sometimes you need mellow, and sometimes you just need upbeat.
Right. But I do think you need it all.
Yeah.
And like that's what makes a great album, when it's got that diversity to it. Because if it's the same song every song, you only have to listen to one. You know, and that's
it gets boring.
Exactly. So when did you start becoming an artist? I don't mean when you formed a band or whatever, in your head and in your heart.
I sang before I could speak.
Nice. And how did that happen? Was it because of you, or did
My
prompt it?
grandfather had the biggest opera house in the Netherlands.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up with that, and my mom has been 2 times Dutch rhythmic gymnastics champion. I started also ice figure skating because I have ADHD. I don't know if I pronounced correctly, but I was all over the place as a child. I did my violin lessons, did my singing lessons, did my skating for over 30 hours a week, and yeah, I was always in the spotlight. I was a child model. I grew up in the spotlight, so for me it was just natural.
How do you feel about it now as an adult that you were brought up in the spotlight? I'm sure you have both sides of it. Part of it good, but part of it like maybe not.
No. It was always handled very well. I didn't feel like I was special. I didn't got an ego, and that is what I think is most important.
And you didn't feel like your parents like were putting you in there because it's what their dream
No, because
was.
I loved it.
That's amazing. I love hearing that.
With my singing, I started in the church choir. My first performance was first in church, then all through schools. Yeah.
Okay, so sing for me the first church song you sang.
Thank you. I lost my voice.
I told you I was going to do it to you.
Okay, no, I don't gonna do the first song because it's in English, but I can. I heard there was a sacred chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care about it, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and major lift, Baptist king composing hallelujah.
I fucking love it. Even with you having a lost voice. So, man, I can't wait for listeners to hear the full voice. Because, like, I know we've been talking, my voice is bad right now and yours is worse. So,
yeah, but I've been infield with all the dust.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I just had a tonsil surgery a few months ago, so all the dust now stuck to.
Well, you know what? It's funny you bring up the dust because I always get the festival dust, from festivals. Like every morning this week, I'm like trying to get it out so I can do interviews. But I'm always like, man, how do singers do it? Because that's even worse.
Well, for me, it was 2 days ago. I was on the wet stage I was dancing the DJ sets, like 2 hours. I was on the stage just dancing, and pumping up the audience. So I had to scream because there was no mic. So the next morning, you didn't want to hear me. I was like a call girl.
I have some of that voice, the ones all singers use.
I have
lozengers.
It too.
Okay, I was going to say if you needed one.
Oh yeah, but I have it in my tent. But yes, please.
That stuff, Vocal Zone. We don't have that in the States. That stuff's like magic.
Do you believe in magic?
There it is. So, what would you say led you to metal from that start of church and anything else you did? And did you sing opera too?
Yes, I've been studying opera since I was very young, but they only let me sing like open opera after I was 15 or so, because then your vocal cords can actually handle it.
Yes, exactly. And okay, I have a trivia question for you first. What singer of a band playing at Wacken besides you has an opera training?
Not this year, but did you know that the guy from Rammstein?
I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Almost every vocalist I know in metal has a classical training behind her.
So you don't know the one that I'm talking about today, right? Or not today, but is it today? Maybe.
I have to see the lineup because I've been here already for 4 days, so I don't know who's playing today. I have to go into my first thing on my schedule was the interview with you, and before that, take a shower. So I just roll out of bed, take a shower, and run to you.
All right, so I'll give you a hint. Okay. Think of the initials RH.
RH.
Yes. RH. It might not be the band name I'm referring to either.
No. It's
Might
too
be the-
early. Give it
might
to
be
me.
the singer. I'll give you another hint. If he breaks the law, he won't be able to do his set.
Breaking the law. Okay.
There you go.
I'm terrible with names, but I don't know.
Halford.
Yeah.
Rob Halford. So
Yes,
that,
of course. Fuck. Oh, can I say that?
you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Fucking hell, yeah.
See? I stumped you. I love stumping artists. It's fun.
Okay.
You know, because you really do know the answer, but it's not there in the moment.
On the spot. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because normally when I do interviews, I get the questions up front, so I can prepare. I'm like going in blind here.
Yeah, you'll never get that with me.
And I really like it. Actually, I'm like yesterday when we had beers together. I'm talking to a friend.
Exactly. That's what this should be.
Yeah.
You know, that's my belief. Interviews should just be a conversation. Let it take a life of its own.
Yes.
So
I'm here to talk about my music, and we started talking about opera and weed in the coffee shop in Amsterdam.
exactly, it's a warm up.
Yeah.
It's the foreplay.
Oh my God, we're there again.
See?
But with the clothes on.
Exactly. So going back to what I asked you, so what led you from church to metal?
It was a long way, because from church I went from there to jazz and blues. The first band I was in was a jazz and blues band. I did Etta James, and from there I had my first belly surgeries because I have a colostomy bag, or stoma as people know it. The doctor said I could not sing, I had feeding tubes and everything. So I started dancing again. I danced for Indiegogo dance scene. I worked with Charlie Lones, Mental Tio, Dark Raver, Chesto, all the big bands. But I didn't like the environment because it was too much involving drugs. And then I don't talk about weed. It was like heavy drugs.
No, yeah.
And it was not that mellow. And my ex-boyfriend was very deep into it. So when we broke up, I didn't want to have to do anything with the scene again. So there was a friend of mine, she worked at Dynamo Club. She said, do you want to work at the bar? Because we need people. I said, I don't know the music, but yeah, I'm open to it. And within a couple of weeks, I was backstage manager of the bands.
Nice.
And then Moonspell came in, and they needed somebody responsible to do their merchandise. And they said, no, you're gonna get 50 euros because it's so small, you won't be able to sell anything. And I would get 15% of what I sold. And I walked home with 150 euro in my pocket. I was like, oh, I like this, I'm good at this. So then I started work big festivals. I did a couple of big tours. Actually, I did Circle to Circle with Zach Stevens, who was here yesterday. Henning, actually from Ossified here at, he was the keyboard player, so we know each other since touring, and
nice.
they're my brothers. And then from there I started listening more. I was first more in heavy metal, thrash and death metal. Then somebody took me to this festival in Belgium. Actually, it was because the old guitar player from Leaves Eyes, Torsten, I got to know him from Afro City.
Okay.
And they invited me to come there to get to know.
Was it Grass Pop?
No. It was MFVF.
Okay.
So that was my first introduction, and I had band management of. Help me, I forgot the name.
That's okay.
Trail of Tears. And there was one of the friends of Trail of Tears, he gave me the first CD of Nightwish.
Wow.
And when I lost my children, I was in the hospital giving birth for 18 hours, and I had 2 CDs with me, Trail of Tears and Nightwish. So I lost my children during Tourneloos the Mermaids, and it got to Tuomas from Nightwish, and I was invited to come to the Nightwish Weeks in Kite, and these are all vocalists from all over the world, male, female, and musicians coming there to pay tribute to Nightwish, but it's all professionals. It's not just a fandom.
Right.
I've been in the two Nightwishes Love documentary, and this is how I roll into female fronted. But I also worked for Femme, I worked for Metal Babes in Belgium. I do hair, makeup for artists. I do it depends on how they book me, because now in September it's Metal Babes again. I do the presentation of all the bands on stage, and I will do the merchandise. So sometimes I even have triple shifts if I have to perform myself as well.
So you're like one of the hardest working people in music.
Kinda, yeah.
I'll say it, yeah.
But I love it. I love to be able to bring my music to people, but also help others bringing their music to people.
Well, because you're a true artist and have true passion for the music. So now tell me about your newest music, or not me, but tell the listeners about your newest music and why. Paint them a visual that makes them want to listen to it.
Well, on the first album, I had guest artists I worked with, like Ros de Bos is on there, Maestro Mysteria, the keyboard player from Bruce Dickinson, a lot of female fronts like Laura from Burning Witches, Anna Chiara. I love to do collaborations, and now the second album, we're recording now the last parts of the drums. And other dear friends in metal, I don't know, do you know Symphony X?
Yes.
Mike LaPont is doing a big bass solo.
Ooh.
In between a metal song. So it has like this break, it has this prog vibes in the metal song that is more like heavy metal duets. So I like to do that kind of stuff, and this is on the new album. Of course, we're not going to skip on heavy subjects. This album will go through problems like dementia, that you see somebody with dementia living in a fog. This is one of the songs, but we also have We Celebrate Your Life, because I've been to so many funerals the last couple of years, and also my own brother killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And for me, it's important to remember the person and not only the grief. So we celebrate your life as you burn, celebrate your life to the earth you return. We honor your name until we meet again, a traveling soul you became. This is one of the new songs.
I love it.
And it goes with every religion, because every religion believes in a soul, and a traveling soul can be embraced by anybody.
Absolutely.
So this is what I want to make. My music is acceptable for everyone. Of course, there's a little erotic side always.
Oh, see, that's where the foreplay part came from.
Yes, one of the songs is Burning Rubber. And you hear bike music, like the burning rubber on the road, but in the end, you are in a hotel room burning the rubber.
Oh.
So I always have to put in a little bit of sex or kink, because that is also me.
I was going to say, so that's the real life experience.
Yeah, you have to write about what you know, right?
Exactly. Tell everybody how they can reach out to you, connect you on socials, check out your music, check out everything you do, check out and buy your merch.
Yes, we have our website, including the web store. It's Heavenqueen.com. It's one word. We are on Instagram. It's Heavenqueen Official. On YouTube, otherwise, it's Heavenqueen Band. We also are on TikTok. Me as an artist and model, you can find on La Vero, like La French for female. Vero is short for Veronique. It's not that difficult, so it's always La Vero Official. You can find me anywhere on every social. Yeah, and I hope to play here one day with my own band.
Well, we're going to put that out there.
Yeah.
They need to have you here at Wacken playing. I'm just putting it out there.
I've been here doing everything except technique. So now it's my time to be on a stage singing.
Absolutely.
And not only dancing.
Absolutely. I agree. And I want to see you here. And I want to see all our listeners check you out. And if they don't buy your merch, they can't listen to my show.
Oh, that would be lovely. It's a click and order system that we use from Printful. So I don't have to send it out. Only if you want to buy the album, I have to physically send it. Yeah, go out there, and we have really cool stuff. And as I am a model, I use my model pictures on the merchandise itself as well. Yeah.
As you should.
As I should, but still dressed.
Still dressed.
Still dressed.
until you sing that song.
No, because otherwise we cannot put anything up.
That's true. So,
But I wear nipple covers, so I'm covered.
well, there you go. That's all that matters. Just like Wendy O. Williams of the Plasmatics, the original queen of punk, and you're the Heavenqueen, and you're my Heavenqueen.
Oh, thank you.
And you're an amazing artist, but more importantly, amazing human being. So thank you for that, and thank you for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
Well, thank you so much for the honor of this interview.
The honor is all mine.
So, let's stop this interview and finally get drunk.
You get drunk, and I'll watch you.
You would love that, huh? No, let's go.
I don't mind.
So, we're gonna enjoy the last 3 days we have left. Which band do you want to see most? Oh, I'm taking off the interview right now.
Yeah, so probably Triptychon,
Okay.
because I'm an old school Hellhammer fan.
I'm really looking forward to see Sabaton again, because I was here at the 20th anniversary and now it's 5 years later. They're my guys. I worked with them, so for me to see them, it would be an honor. And yeah, yesterday Sabotage. I always go to the bands that I worked with because I love to see my people, because you have emotional connection with them.
Absolutely. And same with me. I like to go see the bands that I interview to show support too.
That is
Right?
it.
We all got to support each other, and that is what metal's about, and that is what Wacken is about.
Thank you, my friend. See you later.
See ya.
Enjoy.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.